be long as well. We've got a little bit of movement here. I like this.
Actually, Secret giving up a lot of space on A side, so whether or not actually Dubstep will be rewarded, as Nat's removed. First piece off the board here. Actually, Shados will respond. Gambit will get the plant though. Wits here is actually going to try and get ahead of the curve here. He will find a kill as well. Chronicle will fall.
Lovely timing with the drone coming out as well, just working in unison, and Wits is putting on a show already, down to Defo and Redgar. Spike is down, but so is the defuse coming in halfway, now achieved! Jesse on the swing, and Redgar, he ain't got nothing to say! Team Secret are going to get pumped up, and the reason I'm excited, and the reason that I'm going to push this above where I normally would, he's done well enough to do a bit of damage.
Honestly, there are a lot of questions around that with some shaky performances, but all that thought for the time being is the wall will be invested here on default. Shados over the top first, but Redgar will fall.
This is damage. This is a lot of damage. Spencer's
looking
still finding
yeah.
Shados. This is down to 2. Chronicle and Defo, this would be the rude awakening. This is the danger round to start with, really. But there's Defo trying to kind of keep control, the safe pair of hands. But the rifle still into Spencer's hand. Keep that in the back of your minds. A tap on the spike brings Chronicle in for the swing. Wits finds one. Oh my word! They've done it! They've converted the bonus with proactive play, taking space. Dubstep though, instantly gonna pop the knives head on down towards mid. Confidence now starting to boom, and maybe not so rightly so. Defo just swats him out the air, a comfortable pickup for him there. Spike now down, and this is the rude awakening. Welcome to the Iron Giant of Gambit. They don't need the full buy right now. They're happy enough to meet you in this kind of unorthodox play style.
Poison's off.
Sure, actually a couple of weird head-to-heads here. Orkun will fall, but actually Wits gets together and Nats up in kitchen here. Could be an opportunity. It's 2v4. Again, look for a way back in here. You're going to find Defo as well, so Shados, got to be careful. Jesse back on his feet now as well.
Yeah, but time, it's a huge factor in this. They really need to get going if they want to chance in it, and that's going to be a big denial by Shados. Now down to 1. The last 2 do look a little weaker around the edges, but the time is everything in this matter. Spencer tries to do what he can. Yes, he'll clean up the frags, but the round will be Gambit's. He crests the corner at the right time, and actually, again, still being checked on Hasta. Slipped away, and Jesse's found Defo. And again, this gives away the game. They've got to know this is either a mid or an A piece, because they still have that player pushed up towards B long, and this is beautiful work from Team Secret. I can't stress it enough. Nats, yes, does slip the net. He does find one, and there's still fire in the belly, but it is a 3v2. The weaponry's still superior for Gambit as well. Ult now invested too, but Dubstep finds Chronicle, and Nats now once again on the island. Gets himself a way forward, finds one, dips back in. He might have noted another. He's got to know what's going on here. Tries to go for the jump peak, needs to swing it. The swing ain't good enough. Dubstep finds him.
Yeah, and you see straight away Wits is going to back away deep towards the left side of Rafters, at least looking.
That's different.
Dubstep will find this pick again.
But Nats was... Wait, he was a bit more proactive this time. Nats was a little...
Tube with this wall once again.
Wow, okay, this is where things go different, because Nats was pretty much the saving grace of the back line. However, this time, Team Secret hit these rotations a little bit better, a little bit quicker, a little bit more prepared. And Gambit are in pieces! A 6-1! But last time they had that really aggressive mid burst come out, and they kind of like cut through under tube and hit that B side, which again, a similar look, and if they're aware of these half-buy plays, they should be aware of this. However, Redgar does at least get 1, so that's going to be entryway towards that B site. Now, there are 2 players who are pushed up, though, towards B long, so this isn't clean. This is a really weird fight to be having. Nats with the overwhelm, though, is good enough to at least shut down Dispenser. That's now puts... Okay, no pressure on Dubstep, apparently. There we go, lovely stuff from Gambit. That's what you want to see. Keep it a little safe, keep it a little bit under wraps.
What I'm referring to.
It's not out of it yet. It is a 1v3, and they've got some upgrades. Nats with the big one. First contact made, still a player towards the site, though, and now be found.
Will be called upon.
But he's meant to be made for this, right? But they've read him so well!
Like a book. Like a book.
They bought the limited edition, the collector's edition. They got all the artwork and everything, mate. They've got it all. But this isn't enough. They now know everything. Oh, it's all been given away! Team Secret! They have read every single secret that Gambit may think they have. Any card up the sleeve has been ripped down as now Defo and Chronicle, like, wait, what? We were holding a default and now we're just getting wrapped in on as well. The book's being shut. This round's done for. I am taken aback by Team Secret right now.
It is, and the problem is that every round looks like a new set of obstacles for Gambit to overcome.
Yes.
This is the first time Borkum's been called upon on B main. He goes huge. He slips underneath the drone there and was rewarded with 2 kills on Chronicle. One consolation, but dubstep again.
Skill of Secret's players are here on that other side. 3, heavy lean, mid take, ultimate down. Defo with a quick dismantling though, as 2 fall in back-to-back succession, as Dispenser is now needed. And Shados with a re-peek on that. They look, I'm gonna be honest, they look pissed at this. They look angry.
These are tilt peaks. These are kind of, that arrogance kind of comes into it in terms of the play style here. Upstep, operator on rafters. Trying to swing out here, Shados again. Still trying to apply the pressure here. We'll find Jesse. 3 members left of Secret here, and that's 2 snake bites, but actually Defo will fall here. Shados again will find another. See Nats up there on the X-ray. And now I think Gambit going to try and slow things down, but Shados now is 4th on the round, Lauren. Dubstep, have to consider saving that operator, but Shados close enough. It could be the ace here. It could be absolutely what the doctor ordered for Gambit. Just at the end of Tube, but again, potentially it's a 5v2 here on A side.
Confirmation all they've really had is Chronicle and I guess Shados in that regard. Now with the ult invested, that does change the dynamic. They need to kind of invest in this, and that's maybe what they have! Oh, dubstep from up above! Rains hell upon Defo, and now the spike's been denied, at least for the plant. Dispenser plays back in, and they've come and found the pace they needed. Witz holds his nerve, and it's Chronicle. All down to you now. What have you got for us? Ooh! Pretty much dealt with him. What a player to find.
Especially with the last few rounds he had on attack as well. Dispenser actually going to throw up the wall here. It's going to split Defo away. Ooh! Again, actually Defo finds both here. He find a third. He's going to re-explore towards the B main. Actually will find it.
Yeah, this man's on a mission, and if it ain't going to be Shados, it'll be him. Defo's still going to be doing what he can. He's got the boys by his side. But do they overdo this? No, not for now. It is just dubstep. Left in, what, a 1v3? Spike down, basically, and Narnia. He's going to have to find a wardrobe to just jump through or something at this point. And already the Aldrone. Can he dip around it? Let's see if he can do some dodge. Yes, beautiful. Oh. There we go. It was a lovely attempt. And now there's a whole lot of players looking your way.
Gambit try and ride through here.
Heck, this is dangerous. Nats gets beheaded, and now they could springboard off this, but they actually don't. They hit the brakes for a second. I think they identified a second, which would have been Redgar, who's going to slip away towards a deeper part of that B site.
Interesting, actually, the orb wasn't retrieved from A before Defo and Shados hit this rotation, so cautious that Secret were spread a little thin here, but dubstep find Redgar as well. Again, at this point, just look for Gambit to do some damage. Remove some of these weapons.
It's all rifles. If they can do something to do that, that'd be pretty dreamy at this point. Obviously, you're looking for normally like 3 to kind of force that reinvestment to be a little bit more labored, but at this point, you'll take anything you can get. For now, a tap on the spike is the beginner. No one massively swinging off the back. They can kind of maybe hazard a guess that it's not going to be stuck at this point. Dubstep waits. There it is. There's one in unison with the other. Maybe didn't need that.
Remember the Gambit actually walking towards the back lines here. Redgar and Nats potentially challenge dubstep in his position, but he finds the first headshot now. Redgar solo HP.
Look at the damage on him. Dubstep did so much on the first peak. The second almost felt like a given. Shados and Chronicle's 5 HP. Get out of there. You know you're going to have to. 5 HP is not enough to be lingering around on you. You want to keep these rifles. You want to give yourself the best chance going forward. He needs to quietly back away. Do not give away audio cues or anything else. But, well, can we just take a second to appreciate this? Team Secret just went, do you remember those 8 hits you were doing to us? Mate, we can do them too. Yeah. That's crazy.
And the difference being, again, it's that double duelist setup on the side of Gambit, so it's...
Wait, they've lost both the rifles.
Okay.
Right now, he is needed.
But again, though, the adjustment here, Redgar's here to kind of slow down these hits from Secret, but it's not going to do anything. No, Shados and Redgar fall immediately.
Michael, what are you doing? Oh, okay, he's doing that. Takes one and now slips away into the night. Tries to back away and not overstep. I got a little worried if he was on his own trying to make moves, but the spike's going down. Can't deny it. And now into the post-plant 3v3.
Spencer here. Have a little peek through, and actually we'll find it. Secret are just hitting everything right now. Therefore, on the way back in, we'll find Witz. 2v2 presented here.
Nats on the drop down, clears below, but not completely. Does find Dispenser, tries to find the next step, but Jesse playing to just deny this step out. Does spot at least one. Finds Defo now knows what's up. Again, get your gun out, Jesse. Here we go. It's 12 on the board. Team Secret.
This cut and dry piece towards B. Nat's still alive, one away from the Viper's pit now. reactionary ultimate potential here if he can find this first kill.
30 seconds left.
See here if he's checked upon.
Welcome to my world.
Ult invested. Shados on top. Gets a fight, loses it. Dubstep gets him. We're down to 3. Spike goes in. First fight comes out. Nat's going to pick up the pace. Going to pick up 2 bodies on the way as well, but loses his life. Red's now invested as well, coming out from Dispenser. Going to get that Viper back on their feet, but now we do have a little bit of a scrappy battle, to say the least. Defo and Redgar, what can you do, though, to break those back lines, to get back into this one? That Spike is ticking away as Redgar going to lean a little further forward. Does isolate Dispenser, forces the swing out of 1. Trade comes out. It's going to be down to just Jesse again, up against Defo. But the Spike, the time is still so favorable here towards Secret. Time being bought. Players being toyed with. Jesse, all he's got to do is play this correctly. Backs away, buys some time. He's breaking Defo's heart. He can't do anything about it. He knows it's done. Give it up. Game 1, map 1. Team Secret off to an incredible start.
Initially.
All right, right back on in. I want to see Secret keep that pace up, though. Not fall away, not slip back, not allow a moment or a second of doubt, but already initial exchange through middle. And this is death matchy between the two, and it is going to be taking chunks out of each other. Losing our wits, though, might take away a little bit of that instigation, ability to maybe find information later down the line, but already it's going to be this B piece. They've got to know that a mile away. So Spike should be going down now. Not going to be denied at this point. A little bit of chip damage on the way out for Redgar.
Poison's off.
Yeah, actually, Chronicle did find Dubstep as well. That was after that turret was dropped. Now Borkun drifting through elbow. He'll look towards him to remove that piece from B main here as Jesse, a real entryway back here, and Chronicle still stands strong. We'll find his second now. And Dispenser solo HP. Jesse falls and
hit sites like this. However, Spike yet to be ferried across, still sitting towards main, needs to make its way through, but they haven't really gotten that pick on the way into sight, so this is still pretty rough around the edge of Dispenser, connecting out of nowhere. Nats gets beheaded, and now the Spike has made its way through. Flash comes in, Spike goes down, and Dispenser needs to be careful. 7 HP needs some backup now.
Jesse, got out of no man's land there. Defo and Redgar both find kills. Dubstep will respond with 2, though.
Man, gets pinched on, though, with Shados right there, and you had the window player as well. Tricky to work out from a 2v2 post plant, though. Chronicle still stands back towards the side. Gambit just down tube, and look at the lean. It's a 4-1 coming out at this point from Secret. They've had to sit towards this side. 3 dedicated towards the side, and it is Dubstep who's had to respect that utility and presence down tube. However, Defo does find Dispenser. Wits is now going to be taken away. This is not looking so good for Secret. This is methodical from Gambit. This is the Iron Giant we've been seeing and waiting to see activated. As Jesse, 20 HP in a bit of a dream at this point, and a 1v4. As Gambit looking quite sharp. Jesse's going to try and hunt this down, but it's looking unlikely.
Plant comes through, and Jesse tasked with finding any damage he can. Chronicle already made moves up elsewhere. He's pinned in here. Again, with that HP, don't expect him to pull off any miracles, and although Gambit even give him the opportunity to find one. Let's see, Defo will straight through. That's good for the trade. For Secret as well, but straight away. See here, Dubstep forced off that attempt at least.
God, look at the pressure on him.
Yeah.
It's the dart at the start, it's the flash on the back, it's everything poured down. Defo just puts his body on the line, and this is brutal down middle. Yes! A little bit of a trade finally goes in favor, and Chronicle's position is noted, but it is still a 2v2. Commit to that.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, he's
Called
back on
by
it.
Dispenser here, but again, the condition here is Gambit getting to sight, because this Viper Spear makes it so difficult for Secret to fight back in.
But Dispenser's holding decent sight control. That's huge. Finding Chronicle on the way out is massive, but 8 seconds. What do you do with it? Nat's still alive on the side, gets bought some time. Ult now invested. They know where Nats is. The spray comes through. They're trying to do everything they can. Lockdown's removed, and so is his safety net. Invests the utility, hoping to buy some time for himself a little bit of freedom. A 1v1, and he gets it. Utility towards the side, gonna burn away. There's nothing more to be done. Nats keeps his cool. Not expect Secret to do this. Well, this is what it could have looked like. But credit to Secret for coming in so well prepared on map 1 and made it something other than this. 7-0 so far. Gambit going to make themselves look a little more prepared in these scenarios, a little bit more well-versed in this, and as said, the purchase is phenomenal in comparison to a bit of a shaky buy coming out from Secret. Maybe there's a little life in this round. Maybe a little bit of a buffer could be made out of this half. But Nat's still trying to find that timing in middle. Can he get in there in time? No. Has to respect it for now. But at one point, trade out towards the site leaves Nat in a 1v2. Gonna find one, but the one player is so close, just below him. Walken's waiting patiently. He wants to push up on this. He wants to get the fight, and Nats does not care for what you want.
Again, well, actually, as I say, that dubstep does swing out towards double doors.
Yeah.
I've got your
But it's shut down. Chronicle has been huge in his position in bottom mid.
There's a little bit of a trade finally coming out from this. Might be able to juggle those weapons away if he wants to still give options, but already Gambit are on the site. Spike's there too. Dispenser just bodied by Shados, and it's, yes, a little bit of a, you know, initial fight in middle, but there's a quick reaction, and the pacing is just different from Gambit here. Defo still keeping control on the back lines, bear in mind, and this retake gets difficult. Jesse now has to deal with multitudes of problems, one being Defo. Doggo ain't gonna spot it, and that's a victim waiting. Defo catches with both hands, comfy there. Brings it to the chest, is now already Wits gonna be put to it. Nice work on the first, but the trade out comes in. So now all on his lonesome in a 1v3. And there's an op around, and that seems more likely.
Dispenser on B side, they have the drone, they have the dog, clears out the tripwire. Again, he's on an island right now. And actually, unable to play his life here.
It's 4 players putting all their utility towards you. Every piece of pressure, you have nowhere to sit back towards. It's very difficult to deal with. Ultimates have cycled through well enough as well for Gambit. If I'm Secret, and I know this isn't the mentality that people like to consider, but I'm thinking about map 3 pretty soon. It's 10-0.
I was thinking about map 3 4 rounds ago, honestly.
Yeah.
Just with the way this one got off to a start.
Yeah, it's sometimes the cleaner losses are easier to mentally handle. She's like, it's all right, you know, we move on. We've got map 3, we're fine. We still got bind in the back pocket if we need it. That's the beauty of picking up map 1. You get a little bit of pressure removed from your shoulders in that aspect. However, the pressure seemed to sit fine with Gambit here as they've managed to maintain 10. Dubstep just trying to keep hold of this op as best they can, because you highlighted there wasn't a lot of money left in the kitty after this purchase.
Yeah, you can already see Chronicle looking to hunt, actually nearly finding the time in here. Will actually still find the kill and remove that operator. Jesse now
with the finisher. However, let's see if the approach still works on this side. Dubstep does actually greet Defo this time. Finally an initial trade and no answer back instantaneously. This is a good beginning, but look at the answer from Gambit. It is swift and it's sharp as ever.
Again, now they've drawn blood. They can sit back, wait for that toxin to rebuild. One tripwire to deal with, and again, I don't think that camera will see over the wall here. Chronicle actually throw the lockdown in, and that'll clear all of the space underneath Hall. Sort of a pocket to move into, and I dare say anybody from Secret's going to move into that area behind the wall, behind pyramids on a site. Gambit going to have full access here.
No more charges left.
Spencer's at least got himself here at the right time, but he's kind of missed that window where maybe, of course, Shados, but now Spike is down, and it is a 4v2. Decent enough post plants as well.
Spencer's 45 HP, though.
Yeah.
Last player
First fight as well, with Shados joining him towards CT. Spencer does at least take 1, but it's a quick trade out, and honestly, it's a quick half. One round to get out of the way, it feels like here, as Gambit give themselves the perfect half to play.
Yeah, actually, what's that piece on the pistol round towards B? At least that Snakebite invested towards backside. And you see already Shados pinged on the minimap now, but no entry found, and Defo's actually going to be the one to draw first blood. Well, actually, Witch is going to force his way all the way through here. I don't think Shados is going to note this, but he still wins it.
And again, that door's getting shut in their face at the moment. 3 still standing. They haven't been able to really do much damage just yet. A little bit of play up middle, but Defo still, how is he winning these fights? It is just Jesse, and it's all on Jesse. In a 1v3, it's done. It is the cleanest run imaginable. 13-0.
Two admirers, I'd say, nearly caught off guard there, but be able to escape away, but Borkum will find Defo, and actually Chronicle as well on the back of that. A little bit of a bait there.
This is actually going really well. Gambit are kind of struggling to break back in on this. All trades effective and all going Secret's way. Maybe a reminder, a confidence builder here for Secret after a pretty rough map 2. And yeah, it's down to Shados.
In the hands of Shados as well. A little bit of a crunch towards Showers here.
We are getting the dubstep POV though, that's nice. Fans around the world will be loving it. Nats and Chronicle last two alive. Luckily, however, for those playing along at home, if you aren't just a fan of the dubstep cam, it does mean as though that there's only two. So Nats and Chronicle, what can you do out of this one? Dubstep does make his way
Last
over towards the
player
site. Nats
standing.
and Chronicle have actually found
Player
two,
standing.
and now the 1v1.
The spike.
Dubstep up against Chronicle. Spike has been retrieved. The massacre in the showers has gone down. Dubstep actually going to play forward into this. Chronicle, it's not like he's going to be surprised by this, though. Look at him holding this angle, and patience pays off. But it seems though short is going to be the destination. Nat's going to be doing what Nats does best, but let's see if he's been read, and he has been. Jesse well positioned, prepared to receive.
30
Does get at
seconds left.
least the visual confirmation of that player so close by. Seekers did come through as well, just kind of chasing down the final player, so everyone from Secret is in the right place at the right time. Here we see Shados towards the shower, going to find Borkum, but now it's everyone else who's still alive. Jesse still stands and Dubstep still stands. Seekers on the other side now come through, going to try and isolate, but Jesse finds Chronicle off that spike. Now what more can be done in this though? That off on the way back in is going to be tricky on the retake.
Really looking towards Jesse to get something done here as he comes under pressure. Shados again stuck in this corner until that flash comes back on. Another couple of seconds on that, but Secret making the most of the time here.
That's lovely work from him, still bringing that up to bear, finding Redgar and now Shados. Flash is there, it's not ideal, that's going to be a halfway defuse. The swing, it's not enough, Jesse! At this point, Spike can go down potentially. A tap on the Spike draws out further utility, but look at the time, down to 20 seconds. And look at the players smothering from every side. A quick TP taken, that's going to be the Spike towards the other side now. A couple of other players join in, and Shados tries to catch one of the heels. Oh my word, how's he alive? And the double dip comes back out from the Astra fighting Shados. Redgar and Chronicle now put to work. Ult is online for Chronicle. What can you do with that though?
Again, he's stuck on site, not really any possibility to
check
use it.
it.
Borkum. Actually, they're both fine kills. Chronicle finds another one.
No way, Redgar. Oh, dispenser. Well, his pace changes have been a little hit and miss. It did get at least dealt with in the prior one, but this one, they at least have a heftier buy behind it, but Dubstep still finding success here. Shuts down Chronicle, so keeps that line safe. Showers is still under control, and look at them tucked in here. Gambit trying to find some bit of safety. Wit still wins out as well. Redgar now found down to 3. Defo, Nats, and Shados, what can you do with this one now? You're being surrounded all fronts. KJ ult has come in. So the eviction notice now posted. Nat's going to try and find his way out. Denies the ult. Swings it!
No way, Nats!
Oh, Nats out of nowhere! 3 huge kills. But it's still a 2v3. It ain't over yet. Wits, can you do it? He's found the first step of 2v2, but time is starting to play a factor in Nats. He's slowly working his way around. He's got another. Nats has done it all!
My 3 players from Secret already preemptively stacked up, and he's going to be rewarded for it. Absolutely. Look at this now, and it's both extremities, Lauren. It's exactly what you were talking about.
There is at least a trade back, so it's not all for nothing, and he can turn his attention back to this short hit coming in. That's being part of it. Borkum's in trouble now. He's going to have so much attention his way. Too much to handle as Chronicle does find him. And the corner gets cleared. There's now just Jesse.
Oh, we're close up here, and actually happy to go all the way out here, but Dispenser actually get damage onto him. Borkum almost bailed out of that situation. Jesse will find a response onto Nats as well.
Jesse always seems good for one with that ult. He's been getting a couple of connections, but there's the answer right back. The pause for Thor works for Gambit. They find 3 to instantly alleviate the pressure that was on that 8 site. Now a quick flash does at least give them a step. And maybe a concept as to where Shados is. The follow-up as well is going to be great. Going to force him away.
One enemy remains.
Now they can indeed catch him, as now Shados is your last one alive. 50 seconds, Spike basically as far away as possible, and there's the answer. Jesse!
Outside showers, the Cosmic Divide invested. Actually, the lockdown in response here. That's a tilting way to die.
Yeah, and there come the ults as well. Gambit, though, going to just crush in towards the backside of the tube on that kind of L-bend corner. Shados, that was not pretty. Wits outdoes you. And the lockdown does get denied, and it is a 4v3, but Spike is planted, and Wits gonna have to do something with this. Jesse expecting that flank. He's right to be feeling as such, but Defo's holding the line. Jesse's timing's gonna have to be perfect. It's not. Redgar outdoes him, and Gambit finding ways here. Means to pressure, and as said, they were holding so deep there in Secret. By the time they're able to address it, they're already in their face on the site. The ults are popped.
They're in full control. Garnered on the back of the Viper's pit as well. But again, it's Gambit's willingness to getting ahead to force their way all the way into elbow. Again, I think a good read based on just the scoreboard, seeing that ultimate being available. I think they
Get out of this. It's going to be Jesse towards
Left
CT.
well.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Gun barrels noted. Lovely shot from Jesse.
down.
Long presence now.
30 seconds left.
Found at this point, Jesse. Oh, more would have been perfect, but it's dubstep to find it. Gets Defo, looks towards long, can't get it. Shados on the trade out and now into a 2v2. TP taken. Spike down left. Flash is going to connect.
Player
Oh, but it
standing.
connects on both sides. Blinded as Redgar now in the 1v2. And that spike is. Oh, my God, Redgar! Discipline from them to not over push that. But let's see what Secret can do now. They've turned their attention towards that A site. You're leaning on through. Defo going to try and catch the cross, but gets the information. Chronicle down low, going to have to try and deal with the pressure, even though he's the walking wounded. Defo still stands his ground, and he actually loses his life for it. Redgar going to be called upon. TP now taken, and away we go towards that B site. They've actually managed to do this properly. They've really drawn Gambit through a loop.
Dubstep actually will stay inside the TP. We'll get traded out, but now actually Gambit presented a 2v3.
Planted.
Couple of members
Poison orb emitting.
battered and bruised on the side of Secret, but again, this one stacked against Gambit.
This drop down is going to be tricky. Let's see if they've got any way to facilitate this.
He
Well, that's a bit of
spots the bow.
info. Yeah, that's not bad. Maybe he can work out where that crossfire is. He's got one flash to play with, but
Poison orb
time's
emitting.
an element, and they're trying to buy it. And here we go, going to block off leaf one side, try and flash through the other. They're on towards the side. Nats finds one. He needs more. He knows where they reside. He knows where they're hiding from him. But it's the spike that's going to be the problem, and it's all down to one. Maybe there's life for them yet. Spraying
No way.
wildly. He's got Nats down, but now the 1v1. The defuse. Oh, he's kept control of it. Towards Hookah is maybe that next layer to this one. So you feel as though Redgar's going to get impatient, but it's Chronicle to get the first contact and makes light work of Wits. Dips back in. He's not getting much pressure from this. They're just kind of looking hesitant to take the fight. And he actually gets to back away scot-free. More damage being done as well. Oh, this is not looking as nice as I'd like. Rotations now en route. The second layer of that. Is there more to this? Is there something else to be seen here coming out from Secret? Because I hope so. Because as it stands, this is not looking good. This is light work for Gambit as it stands. If this is how it keeps going forward, Dubstep individually works forward. There's nothing to write home
Spike
about.
down A.
There's Dispenser.
10 seconds left.
He's on B site. This looks like it's going to be bursty off the back of potentially a flash or a little piece of information, but Nats does what Nats does best. Rats it out, and here's the play. He predicts Dubstep getting towards the side, but it's Shados to find Wits. There's the swing from Dubstep. Oh! You can see it across his face. He knows that this is looking like it's starting to be over. The first real nail in the coffin in my eyes. How deep we're going to walk on this. Defo. And yeah, we're getting aggressive, but Dubstep is right there. This is going to be a lot of players. He jumps the corner. It's not great. Nats punishes too. This is looking like they're losing hope and faith in their own plans. They're losing all of that spark that got us aboard the Secret train. Defo's still got control on this. This will be a pixel shown. A little unlucky there on almost either side to an extent, but managing to make it.
Sure of the end goal here, whether or not Secret are just going to allow the clock to run down. Oh, actually just catches a glimpse here, but Chronicle posted up and actually,
Good pick.
yeah, Defo will
And
be
then
found.
there's the
Dispenser on
punish.
the other side.
This is really nice. They've done the push and pull on either side. TP can be taken. They decide to sit towards that A site. Maybe knowing where Chronicle
30
is
seconds
better.
left.
I guess better the devil you know, right? And away we go towards the A site. Fight is so integral, and it could have been something. 20 seconds. Ult now invested. Dispenser, what can you do here? Can you do anything to save your side? A tag taken. And now the 1v2. Nats is in the back lines, and of course he will be the one to take them towards 12.
Weaponry than I was expecting from Secret here, but you question the utility behind it.
I've got
Up actually Defo will find Warcoom as well, so that's the smoke's removed here. They'll try and cut through the defense here of Gambit. Dubstep will actually find Chronicle. That makes it interesting now.
It does, but it does force Defo's hand, and for now it's looking pretty deadly. Going to try and get away from the KJ. Try and move himself around a little here. Redgar's found Dispenser. This is now looking problematic. Good work comes on in as it's just Dubstep now left in a 1v3 with it all on his shoulders. And it's going to be an uphill battle. He's been shot in the back by Nats. Welcome to playing Gambit. It's 13 to close out here, and I've got to say it. Gambit remembering who they were at the end. These are the boys who wore the crown, who took down the rest of the world in Berlin and stood tall. But Secret, they pushed them.